What is up, guys? It is Tuesday morning. I just came to the coffee shop to get some work done, have a change of scene. The coffee shop is closed today. Coffee shop is closed every Tuesday. And right now I got some emails I need to write, some research I need to do. Today I will be sharing with you my super secret business class booking strategy. I'll be doing that at the end of this video, of this daily vlog. I'm gonna add like a little section for that specifically, so stay tuned, and it's really cool. It's not only just for business class, you can use it for economy as well, so it's really nice. Let's get this work done. Alright, I'm done working at the coffee shop. I broke my fast. You know, I'm doing intermittent fasting and I had my first meal of the day, so I'm feeling a little bit full right now. Funny enough, you feel more energized before you break fast, even though you've got nutrition and food in your stomach. Now I'm gonna head back home, gonna continue work from there, and I feel like I need to get outside into the fresh air and do some sport outside. Maybe some cycling, maybe some skateboarding. I'm gonna make I got some rather sad news. We were planning on flying to Asia in 2 weeks before we go back to Miami, and as it turns out, we're not going to be traveling to Asia. Because we just booked our tickets to South Africa. We are going to Cape Town. I'm so excited. I'm kind of homesick. South Africa used to be home. And now it's vacation, so I'm so excited. We got such a great deal on business class directly from Vienna to Cape Town. We don't have to travel to any other airports. And it was like 1,200 euro, and I think the cheapest economy class ticket from Austria to South Africa was somewhere around 900 euros. So that is one hell of a deal. Why would anybody fly economy class if it's that much, that little amount more to fly business class? What do you say, Willie? Why would anybody do that? You don't know yourself. Can you not do it? Nope, because it doesn't make sense. Are you happy?
No, don't show me on camera.
I'll pixelate this around here.
No, I look like shit.
You don't, you're beautiful. You just look a bit tired.
I'm sick, no. I
know.
don't want to be on camera when I'm sick.
Or I can just lay a beautiful picture of you over your face. I have many pictures of you. Should I do that?
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
Can you please stop filming me now? Super, danke schön. Wiederhören, tschüss.
What was that all about?
Huge surprise.
What's the surprise?
The surprise is I'm not supposed to tell everybody until the 23rd.
Okay.
But it has something to do with our coffee shop.
Okay.
And it's really good news.
Okay.
Because I wasn't expecting this, and I think you weren't expecting this either.
I still don't know what it is. I have no clue. What?
Well, I can't make it official, so I'm sorry. I will.
All right, guys. I'll try and find out myself what's going on here. But if it is what it is, then it is something that I have assumed, but never thought that would happen. I just dropped Jackie off at the doctor's because she's still not feeling well, and we need to make sure she's healthy for when we travel to South Africa in just a few weeks. I'm gonna go shopping for food. I want to eat something delicious but healthy this evening. We decided to come out here to the Danube and sit at the water for a little bit just so we get some fresh air, that we're not cooped up inside all day. I'm gonna make Spanish gazpacho. We've got an ox heart tomato salad with mozzarella di bufala. We've got Spanish olives, Greek olives, Italian capers, and Italian artichoke hearts.
That looks amazing.
So we'll start off like that, and the next course is going to be even better.
I guess we are watching a vlog.
Yes, I'm just looking if my favorite vlogger Ben Brown uploaded.
Yes, yeah, upload.
He has.
Yeah.
And then my second favorite vlogger at the moment, Jan Olsen.
I can't believe we're on an icebreaker in the Arctic with helicopters on the back. That's the best thing ever. I never thought this would happen to me my whole life. This is great.
And as a second course, as per your request, filet mignon with roast potatoes and a pepper sauce. Enjoy.
Thank you.
I'm gonna make love this
Alright guys, so I promised you that I would share my booking strategies for business class flights and in general for finding cheap flights online. So here we go. Now what usually people do when they book flights online is they go to a website like Expedia.com and they'll search for a flight from A to B. Now if they get fancy, they might look for the date that they want to fly plus minus 2 or 3 days, which is good, but it's not perfect. So what I do is I search for a flight from A, 1, 2 and 3 to B, 1, 2 and 3. Meaning I'll pick a number of airports that I would be prepared to fly from and I'd be prepared to fly to, just to find out if the flights from there are cheaper. A good example will be the airport close to where I live here in Austria is Linz. Linz is a very small airport, but it is immensely expensive. Flying from Vienna, which is about a 2-hour drive away, will be much cheaper. Now in terms of business class, the airport in Linz will cost 5,000 euro and the airport in Vienna for the same flight will cost 2,000 euro. I go a step further. I look at to which airport would I be willing to fly to take a flight from there to the destination I actually want to get to. Great example is Istanbul. So let's say I'll book a flight from Linz to Vienna to Miami. The price will be 5,000 euro. If I take the same flight and I book it from Vienna to Miami, the price will be 2,000 or maybe 2,500 euro. If I take the flight from Istanbul to Vienna to Miami, even though it's with the same airline and the flight is actually longer, the ticket will only cost around 1,000 to 1,200 euros. So you're saving a lot of money just by branching out into other airports and maybe adding an airport to your trip. Now a flight from Vienna to Istanbul will only cost you around 50 euro. But on the long flight, you're saving so much money. Added benefit, you're earning miles from Istanbul to Vienna and Vienna to Miami versus just Vienna to Miami. That way, you can collect a lot of miles and use those miles later on for maybe a first class award ticket. Now, a second thing I like to do is I don't only use Kayak and Expedia and Orbitz and all those flight comparing websites to find my flights. I also go to the ITA software, which is a matrix that will search for all possible flights and fares, but they won't sell it to you per se. It's only a place to search for cheap flights. You have to take the flight that you found and book it directly with the airline or book it with a travel agent that's somewhere around your corner. Now the reason why you'll find cheaper flights on there is websites like Kayak, Orbitz and Expedia will only sell you flights where they receive a commission from the airline. The ITA software just generally finds the cheapest flights. So what you could do theoretically on ITA software is put in up to 5 airports that you want to fly from to 5 possible destinations, and then you can search for the cheapest fare within a month. So you'll tell him like a start date. From that start date for a month, the software should find the cheapest fare for a duration of 10 to 15 days or whatever the duration is that you want to travel. So again, to summarize how to find cheap business class tickets, enter a number of airports you'd be willing to travel from. Also search for airports that might be further away from you. You'd have to take a cheap flight there to start your ticket off there, because on the long run you're saving a lot of money. Second is, be very flexible with your flight dates. The more flexible you are, the easier it's going to be to find a very cheap flight for your needs. And the third trick is use the ITA software search engine to find your flights and book them directly with the airline or book them with the travel agent. So that's it. That's my tricks. That's how I find cheap business class tickets that I pay for. Now the strategy for miles is different. I like to travel business class and first class to collect a lot of miles, and those miles I'll use then for award tickets for first class and business class. So you can say like every third to fourth flight might be for free that way. Now I just would like to mention that it's the second time that I'm recording this whole thing. The first time I forgot to turn on the autofocus on the camera and everything was blurred out. So I hope this time it's right.
Let's dance.